Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be day 2 of classroom setup. So I have made it down to my classroom and it was not bad of a drive. It was only like 35 minutes today, so that's awesome. Not much has changed, obviously. The trash got taken out, which is cool, but there's a pile of stuff that I had put a note on that I don't think Steve saw. So there's still a pile of stuff that I am not using that I'm going to try to get taken out of the room. I do have to go to my car one more time to grab the mirror. So when I get back from getting my mirror from my car, just so everything is out of my car, I'm going to start my to-do list, like everyone's typical to-do list on classroom setup. So woo! I created my to-do list and it is very crooked. Let's not mind that. I gotta work on writing on the whiteboard again because it's been a while. But I started the to-do list. I feel like I'm missing things. Like that didn't seem like anything really, but I knew there was like a lot that I wanted to do today. So I'm gonna start with that, try to get all of that done and then see what else I can get accomplished. Still haven't got any bins, but I put some bins on my Amazon wish list because I want to try to organize the books a little bit better because they're really just thrown. I mean, they're in alphabetical order, but I don't know. It just looks messy to me. Like I want storage. But anyway, I'm gonna start, since all of you said to switch the rolling cart in my last setup video, I'm definitely gonna do that because I thought the same thing. So I'm gonna start with that and then getting the labels on. Still didn't bring a hot glue gun, but I'm just gonna use tape for right now and then hopefully bring a glue gun later. So the cart is done. I think just this like blue and yellow is just throwing me off. I'm obviously not planning to keep it like that. I'm going to put bulletin board paper and then I was gonna paint this like blue wood, but I'm honestly maybe just thinking putting border over that, like that, so I don't even have to worry about that. I don't know, I haven't decided. I think I'm gonna try to put up one of my bulletin boards, like this one today, just so I can get a better feel of over there and things. I don't know. I'm gonna go through the filing cabinet in all of these books because like, I don't know why there's textbooks over here when there's an entire wall of textbooks right there. So I need to figure out if any of this is like useful or I wanna keep it, and then figure out if I even wanna keep the filing cabinet, and if so, where to put it. This is all cleared out now. I really don't think I'm gonna keep it. I have like one drawer in my desk that like holds file folders, so I might just put these in there. I still have to go through all of this. A lot of it is junk, honestly, like old student work and like random things that I don't even know if I'm gonna teach because it's so old. So I'm gonna move this, I think just by the door so Steve can get it out of here and I can get to the books that are behind it because that's the things that I need to go through next. Well, it's not exactly where I plan to move that, but it's out of the way. So I'm gonna go through this stuff now. An empty box. Like, why is that needed? Who knows? Okay, I just need to like take a moment to like really let this soak in. Like this. It's a textbook. But this, you know how like you used to write your name when you would like have a textbook, but I mean, they don't do that anymore. But like when I was a kid, we would have to write our name in the textbook and put the date that, like the year you used it. 1984 to 1985 was the last time this textbook was used. Why is it here? I think for those type of things, I'm gonna put it in this box and like talk to my principal and be like, dude, what are we doing with these? Because I don't want them in here. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave the rest of this stuff here until I talk to my principal, because I don't know what she actually wants me to keep, and like I don't want to just like put a bunch of stuff in boxes if I'm gonna have to take it out and like put them back there anyway. I know I'm not gonna use them, so it'd be kind of pointless to keep them there, but I'm just gonna make sure. So now I'm gonna go through the stuff that was in the filing cabinet that I took out and see if I want to save any of it. So I have these 3 binders and then this giant binder that are all basically worksheets. I know in day 1 I showed you guys the entire bottom drawer of this cabinet I have is completely filled with worksheets. So I think for right now I'm just gonna put these with that. We will put everything in this drawer. Okay, plot twist. So this entire cabinet was full of worksheets, but it was just copies. They were just packets like stapled together of these 3 books that take up this much space. So I'm just keeping these because this takes up way less space than the entire cabinet being full. And I still have them if I really want them, and I can pick out the exact pages rather than the entire book being copied, which is such a waste, let me just say. And now that I have space in this bottom drawer, I know you guys can't see it, but there's basically completely empty now. I'm gonna put the games, like board games in here, just so it's easier for, again, like, they're not gonna be doing board games all the time, but like rainy days or like subs or Fun Friday, I'm gonna put the games down in here so it's more organized. I really only have Monopoly, Scrabble, and then like a Lego building blocks kind of board. I don't know what it is. Let me look. So it's creationary. It's basically just you pick cards and then you have to like build with what you get, and then Scrabble, of course. So now that drawer is actually like full, but in a good way, like it's organized, which is nice. And I got rid of a bunch of stuff that was in that filing cabinet, like it found a home. So that makes me feel better. Probably shouldn't have put all that stuff in until the cabinet was moved, so it was a little bit lighter. But honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to move it today because Steve isn't here, our maintenance man isn't here. So I don't think I can do it by myself. I'll try, but I don't know. So I was actually able to move that file cabinet, which was nice. I just put it by the door so it's easier to take out of here. Doesn't look great right there because obviously it's not meant to go there, but I'm just throwing it there for right now. And that gives me a little more space over here, which is nice to figure out what I want to do with that black cabinet. This like yellow and blue is just throwing me off. So I need to do something about that, but first I really need to figure out this table. I don't want it in here. So I think I'm gonna move everything off of it so it can get moved out of here, and then I can try to move this. Don't know how it's gonna work, but we'll see. So good news, I was about to start clearing that off, but my principal came in and I was able to talk to her. I'm going to move that long desk out, so that'll give me a lot more room, and then I'll be able to move this cabinet over just a little bit to give me room for the affirmation, like the positive affirmation station with the mirror right there, because that's where I want it to go. So I am going to start clearing that stuff off, but also I am just going to put all of those books that are on that little shelf right there, the ones that are from like 1984. She was like, just put them to the side and we'll try to donate them or something, because she's like, if you're not going to use them, there's no point in keeping them. So true. I'm not using a textbook from 1984. Sorry. I'm not using a textbook from before I was born. So don't think it's useful for the kids. So I'm just gonna put them to the side, probably just, again, in this giant pile that I have right here of things that I'm not going to use to have taken out of the room. So first clearing this off, then clearing that back out. of breath now. It is very heavy, but I moved it over so where I have enough room for the affirmation station. I might end up moving it over just a little bit more later, but I was like, that's good for right now. And then I also have the long table and chair that was right there, just pushed there so I can get it taken out. So I think I'm going to try to set up the affirmation station just to see if this needs to be pushed over a little bit. Usually, it's almost noon. I think Steve said he usually gets here at like after 1 most days, so hopefully he'll get here before I leave today, just so I can get as much out of here as I want out of here, so it's a little bit easier to set up, especially since I'm coming back Wednesday. I would like to talk to him before, or at least leave him a note or something, so it's taken out, so it's easier to set up on Wednesday. So I just put down the rug. I mean, it's not going to stay there. I just wanted to see what a rug would look like kind of over there. This rug is definitely going to go under my desk over there, but I do like having a rug there, so I'm going to try to find maybe like a small little one that I could put it under, and hopefully like just get a free one or like a really, really cheap one. This is way too big for that spot, so it's definitely gonna go over there, but I do like it. So now I'm going to set up, I think I have all of the positive affirmation stuff right here. I need to figure out if I want to tape them to like the actual side of the mirror or on the wall around the mirror. Have to figure that one out. So I have hung up all of the little things. I think I'm gonna print a few more for down there, but I think it looks really cute. I just use gold tape to tape it up. I am going to try to find that matte spray that everyone has been raving about, because obviously, you know, like there is a glare, but I wanted them to be laminated. So I'm going to try to find that spray and just spray them on later. I don't know if it's gonna work as well, but I think it turned out so cute. I definitely wanna get a little like white kind of area rug, just like a small one for right here, but I think it turned out so cute. I have all of these open paper towel rolls that are just gonna get everywhere. So I am going to put them in this little container that I brought, that has like leftover things that I just wasn't gonna use when I was moving. It's basically just like some cups, some paper plates, some plastic utensils, that sort of thing. I never use those things, and a trash bag. But I'm gonna put these open paper towels and like these ones that are already like ripped off the roll in here, because I'm gonna use these open ones for kids that eat lunch in here, because now with being in person, we have to have the kids eat lunch in the classroom. So that'll be helpful for like just, you know, kids that don't bring napkins and like clean up for spills, because I know it's gonna happen. So that's at least easier that it's now in that thing tucked away. So I decided to put my blue light glasses on, because I get really bad migraines when I like look at light too long or technology or anything. And especially being in a classroom with like staring at light so much, I like need these, because when I came for day 1 on Friday, when I was leaving, I got the worst migraine. And when I get migraines, I like can't see anything. Like they go like completely white. Like I just can see white. So that's not good. So I put these on just to help with that. But I'm going to cross off some of the stuff on my to-do list, because I realized I haven't even done that yet. So I think I'm just gonna like erase what I have done already. I was gonna cross it off because I really like crossing things off a list. I feel like that's a teacher thing. Like everyone that becomes a teacher, you just have the same, you know, personality type of lists. Like to-do lists are the best. So I usually cross things off, but because I'm going to be coming back here in like 2 days, I want to have like more space. So I went through the file cabinet, so I'm going to erase that. This isn't the cleanest erase, but I did switch out the rolling cart, but I didn't find a place for the black cart, but I will add that. I did move the table. I didn't get to move it out, but I'm waiting for someone to do that, but I moved it to where it's in place to be moved out. I did move the white cabinet. I did the positive affirmation station. I need to take down posters. I took down one. I just need to take down the 3 that are up there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that, so I might have to leave a note. I need to go through the games, that's for sure. I need to go through the rest of the stuff on there, and I need to start my bulletin board. Don't know if I'm actually gonna get all this done, but it is around, it's after 12:30. It's 12:40 almost. I've been here for 2 hours. I actually did get a lot done in this time so far, but I feel like there's still a lot more to do, so there's gonna be a lot more to do every time I film this video. I feel like I say that over and over, but now I'm definitely just gonna go through these and put them aside of what I'm not gonna use. Since I know for sure I can do that now, I'm just gonna make a pile and then just kind of leave it to get taken out or donated. And then these files I need to put in my desk. Actually, I will do that right now. There are things that I'm gonna want, but I'm not gonna want an entire filing cabinet. Like out of the entire filing cabinet, this and a few binders is all I've needed. And honestly, I don't even know out of all this I'll need. Like a lot of it, this big chunk of it is stuff from like Astro Camp, and 6th grade teachers are in charge of Astro Camp. So I would technically normally be in charge of Astro Camp, but even though I don't teach science, I'm in charge of it and I'd be the one to go. But obviously they already canceled Astro Camp this year, so that's not even gonna be a thing. But in the future, I would need it. And so in my desk over here, I have one little filing cabinet slot that has a few things in it. So I need to like figure out what's already in it, but I'm just gonna put these in there now. Taking out the things that were already in that little filing cabinet drawer, like, do I need this? Like, I don't, it's an entire, like, well, it's not even an entire class set. It's like a few sheets of The Mystery of Easter Island and commas. Like, it's a comma worksheet. If I really need a worksheet on commas, I think I could find one, but I'd rather teach some other way. I don't know, like, another one. Like worksheets on transitions. I actually already have this. I know that for a fact because it was in the cabinet that I was cleaning out this morning. This, like, I'll keep one of these in case I want it. It's like speaker's attitude and tone. No, I don't even want to keep that because I'm not gonna use it. I know I'm not. I just feel bad wasting the paper, but an old random rubric I'm not gonna use. And this rubric that I have in a Google Doc. So, I'm gonna throw these ones away since I don't need them. And then here's what the file cabinet drawer looks like right now. I do have a lunchbox in the back of there. When I was moving out of my apartment, I didn't know where to put the lunchbox because I knew I was gonna be using it for school. Long story short, most of my stuff is in storage currently and I'm living with my boyfriend's family. So I didn't want just a lunchbox sitting around and I knew I would use it for school. So I just threw it in there and that's where it's living right now. Again, not where it's permanently living. We really need to figure that out though. So since these are going in the trash, might as well just put them there now. My glasses are pretty big on my face because I have a tiny face. I'm a tiny human. Fun fact, if you didn't know, almost every one of my students is going to be taller than me most likely because I am 5'2"3/4". Yes, I keep that 3/4 there for a reason. So yeah, that's your random fun fact of the day about me. Cleaning out the rest of, oh geez, sorry about that. The rest of these books. So I don't know what to put them in or on, but I guess I'm just gonna make piles. So I'm not gonna actually put them back on here because if you can notice, there's a big difference. This bookshelf was repainted, so I'm gonna have this one repainted as well. And then these I'm actually gonna keep too, so I need to find a place with these ones where I wanna store them until the cabinet or like the shelf is painted. And then these books, I don't even know what to do with. It's like a college thesaurus, like I don't know. Again, I think they're just gonna be in the donate pile, like my principal said, so we're just gonna make piles and probably leave them on that table so they're just kind of out of the walkway, but also with the stuff that needs to get out of the room. And also, I just thought of this. I have been posting on Instagram a lot. I made a teacher Instagram, so if you haven't followed yet, please go follow. And I would love for you guys to like follow my journey. I post a lot more on there like this. I'm right now actually filming something for my story. Oh, you can see me in the mirror, so hey, what's up? So if you guys haven't followed me yet, please go follow me. I post a lot more on there, like multiple times a day. So if you want to keep up with that side of things, check me out. So right now I'm gonna write a little note actually to the maintenance, custodian, everything man. So I'm writing a note to him basically saying that I left sticky notes in my room because I mean he's not just gonna randomly come in my room like looking for sticky notes. So I'm gonna leave him a little note in his box because I mean I guess it's not even 1 yet, and he says he normally comes after 1. It's 12:58. So I'm just gonna write this now just in case by the time I leave he's not here. I can just drop this off on my way out and then start to write those post-it notes for painting the shelf. That's like the #1 thing I need him to do. Well, not #1. I need him to paint the shelf, take out the filing cabinet, take out the table, and take out those textbooks that I put on top of the table that I'm going to just donate. Oh, also the pile of stuff, I already left him a note, but I don't think he saw it. The pile of stuff that is on a desk that I like plan to like move out. I might just put all of that on top of the table so it's a little bit easier to distinguish like it's all going. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm not gonna finish all of it today because I think I'm gonna start to head out. I like looked at traffic and it looks like it's getting a little bit bad right now. And yesterday or like the other day when I came, I hit 3 accidents on the way home. I didn't hit them obviously, but like there was 3 accidents on the way home in the span of like 5 miles. And so it's always in an area where it gets backed up anyway. So it took me an hour and 20 minutes to get home, which was insane. I was not having it and I don't want that today. So again, I'm leaving the room very messy, but I think that's unavoidable at this point. Like I'm only on day 2, remind you, day 2 of classroom setup. So I think it's inevitable, but there's still a lot to do. So I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna leave off every day of my classroom set up with like an overview of what the room is looking like. So walking in through the door, I have these 2 bulletin boards I need to figure out. I have this bookshelf away from the wall so I can do the bulletin board so I don't have to keep moving it. And then I have this book wall. I did nothing on this today. And then still have these paper towels and those paper towels. Lots of comments on my last video. Still don't really know. At least all of the textbooks are over here now. I wasn't able to go through those today, but I need to do that. But did nothing over here. This was all the same from day 1. And then same thing over here. Nothing, 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 nothing. The to-do list, which I'm going to obviously add to once I come back. But a change I did make was I finally cleared out that, and obviously it's ready for paint now. I have the little sticky note that I left right there. And then I have my desk area, which is now covered because this stuff is the stuff that I'm keeping that was over here. So I'm just keeping on my desk until this is repainted. This bag is stuff that was on here. It's basically just a bunch of teacher PD books. So I'm kind of just gonna go through those and see if there's anything that I actually like want and would read and would like. If not, I'm going to donate them to like my little free library and see if there's any better books that I can choose by switching those out. And then over by my desk area, this is still here. That was the same. I didn't get a chance to put this up. I didn't start my bulletin board, but I'm probably gonna do that next time. It's really hard to do bulletin boards by myself because I don't want to mess up the paper and stapling and holding. Just kind of difficult by myself. And then I did switch out the rolling cart, which I think looks so much better over here. So glad I did that. I didn't get a chance to lay the rug, but I need to do that right here. But my desk is way too heavy for me to do it myself. No changes over here except just placing a basket that was on my desk right there. There's nothing in it. So I did finish the positive affirmation station. I am gonna print out a few more, I think, and laminate so I can put down there. But I think overall, like, it looks really good. I need to clean the mirror, but it's been in a garage for a while. But I think it looks pretty good. I hung a recycle sign that I made because it needs to happen. And then I moved the thing over. I wrote a little note on it that if he's gonna paint that bookshelf, I might as well have him paint this blue. I don't really like the blue, but I don't know. And I moved the black shelf over. It bothers me that it's like over this a little bit, so I might end up moving this just the tiniest bit over because I have room. I kind of want to make this like, not my cozy corner, but like just more flexible seating and like little, I know right now it's hard because you can't have like pillows and stuff. I'm gonna bring down these little like boxes that you can use to sit on the floor and then work on, or just sit on them. They're kind of hard to explain, but you'll see them eventually. These are just books and supplies, so I'm not gonna go through the books until I've cleared out and like gone through all of this and figured that out, because these are my books that I brought. This is the stuff that will be taken out. So I think once all of this is out and like the cabinet and stuff like that, it'll be a little bit easier to see what's actually going on. So again, I'm leaving it messy, which I hate, but you know, I'm making progress, which is amazing because I feel like this is a very tedious process. So the fact that I see some progress is nice. This corner makes me very happy. But that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed day 2 of classroom setup. I will link day 1 of classroom setup below if you haven't seen it, and the future classroom setups, once they're up, I will post those down below too. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all soon. Bye.